What's good, y'all? It's Coffee back again with the news, man. We got some viral videos, some memes, all kinds of stuff going down on this one. So make sure to tap in them comments and hit them buttons. Fluck with coffee, you feel me? But how about this guy here? Hell of a contraption he created here. It's almost like a cross between one of those like airboats that you see flying through the Everglades or off in the bayou. What up, Lonnie? Lonnie lives in the bayou, going through the swamps or something like that, but with snowshoes on, right? So he's just gliding through the snow. That's pretty cool. Like, I don't know, I got a kick out of that. Did you? Let me know in the comments. That's pretty lit, But speaking about the bayou, New Orleans, and all that, Mac Phipps, McKinley Phipps, who lost so much of his life, so much freedom for a crime he didn't even commit. He's been home for a while now, but it's still a damn shame how much time he left, but he's making the most of the time since he's been home. I just saw him doing a podcast the other day, speaking on the importance of, people with family who's locked down, supporting them, you know what I mean? But how about this? He linked up with Juvie. I feel like I seen him link with Master P since he's been home as well. So Mac just enjoying his freedom, linking with old friends and collaborators. That's dope, y'all. Getting the most out of that second chance, you feel me? And y'all know the saying, right? White man can't jump. Well, shit, this white dude's got some ups. The first clip, this guy is a viral sensation. You can check him out on Instagram. His name is Dan Gross. The first clip was his pops dunking back in the day. And, he carried on the family tradition as being a hell of an athlete, and just dunking on him. And then this other basketball clip here, this viral three-pointer came from some high school game. I don't even know exactly where it was, but it was pretty lit. You see, he hit that three and did a backflip on him out there. It's funny, too. You see the stands are just empty as hell. But, hey, we're seeing it now. Now, check it out. I always ask for y'all to tap in as I did in the beginning of this video, but I really need your guys' help on this one because I just don't understand it at all. We know all the conflict going on over there in the Ukraine as Russia's trying to invade them. We're seeing a lot of coverage of that in viral videos and everything like that. Well, for some reason, in the midst of all this, I truly don't understand this. There's got to be some kind of rhyme or reason to this, or maybe not. We know some things on the internet, the backstory is just kind of unknown. Someone just went with it, and then someone else said, Fluck it, I'm going to go with it too. And next thing you know, it's some viral thing. We're talking about how, I guess in the past, there's been like Chief Keef war memes. And for some reason, they're going on again now. As you see, there's a shitload of them, a ish load of them. Like so many. And Chief Keef's played into it. You seen he threw up a post saying, on the way to Ukraine. Gunna got in on it. We pushing peace, pray for the Ukraine. Freddie Gibbs, too. And I don't really get this. We just went over in another video how Freddie Gibbs ran into Don Cheadle, and everyone is like, at the Super Bowl, everyone's like, yo, y'all look like y'all are twins. And Don Cheadle co-signed it and everything. And, I was pointing out, man, Gibbs, it's good press for him, anything to get away from that L that he took to Jim Jones. Yo, someone commented on that when I made that video and said, yo, it's been confirmed it wasn't really a fight. It was just a food fight. That's a good one. But he put, Russia ain't ready for the horror machine. And, like War Machine from Iron Man, like Iron Man's partner or whatever. Which I remember Don Cheadle played in. Didn't they switch up who War Machine was? Like Terrence Howard. Wasn't Terrence Howard originally War Machine? And then they went with Don Cheadle, or was it vice versa? But either way, whoever played War Machine got switched up and flip-flopped. But I don't know why he's calling it Horror Machine. Like, is he just saying he's gonna go down there and pipe a bunch of hoes and over there or something? I don't get it. But then we got another one. Chief Keef is our last hope. Chief Keef gonna be accused as Fluck to see he's trending with World War III. uh, there's a parody Biden account that says we're sending Chief Keef to handle the situation to have no worries, folks. Chief Keef looking at everyone nominating for World War III. Like I just don't get it. Where is this all come from? You know, and reportedly there's been war memes of Chief Keef in the past. I don't get it. Like, I'm totally lost on this one. Here's another funny one. Chief Keef has arrived in Ukraine and he's not alone. I don't know, man. Where did this come from? Why is it so viral? Is there a backstory? Or like I said, is this just one of those internet things we don't really know the backstory to? I don't know. Y'all let me know. Tap in. Now, this is some interesting news here. Kind of creepy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, right? It just seems kind of unnatural, but I've heard of stuff like this before. I don't know if you guys heard back in January. There was this cat, the Maryland School of Medicine, January 7th. They put a genetically modified pig heart in this guy. You know, he had terminal heart disease. He was not going to make it. He was going to die. And for some reason, I don't know exactly why, he was ineligible for a human heart. So I don't know if that means that, like, they just couldn't find a donor that was compatible with him, like, for whatever reason, blood type, all that. You know, it's a tricky thing when it comes to getting organ transplants, or there just wasn't one, or he was too far on the waiting list. I don't know. But they genetically modified this pig's heart. I guess they had to remove sugar cells, that because I guess they tried to do this in the past, and the organs were rejected. I guess there's sugar cells in a pig heart. It's a whole, you know, complex thing. Obviously, we're talking about putting a freaking pig's heart into a human. But I guess their human heart and a pig heart is like close in size or whatever. But they did what they had to do to the heart, modified it, put it in this guy, and here we are now, what, a month and a half later, no signs of rejection. He's doing great. He's sitting up, he's singing, he's talking, he wants to go home, he misses his dog. And this is wild, right? Like I said, in the past, I feel like I heard of people with heart issues. I feel like maybe an uncle of mine, he had like, RIP to my one uncle. He had a lot of heart surgeries over the years. But I feel like at one point they put some kind of artery in him from a pig. Maybe I'm bugging. But this time, they flat out used the heart. Here we are now. No rejection all this time. They got cardiologists checking this guy out, and they're saying, yo, that the heart is working just like it's supposed to. So this is pretty wild. It obviously means a lot for people in the future. You know, this could change the landscape of medicine when it comes to, you know, heart health and heart surgeries and all that. Pretty wild. Comment, share your thoughts on that. Now, listen, here we get to the feature news that I was really interested to bring to y'all on this one. This is wild to me. We're talking about Slaughterhouse. Great group, man. Like, I can't say enough about them. How dope they were. 4 lyricists who all kind of had bumps in the road when it came to their careers, you know. Royce, Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden, Crooked Eye, all dope MCs, but like, you know, like Royce, the situation with M, they fell off. I mean, they're cool now, but at the time he was getting it in with Slaughterhouse, his career had took a lot of turns. Crooked Eye, we know he was with the Row early on. Joe Budden, we know he went mainstream, had problems with them, went back to being independent, this, that, and the third. Joel, all dope MCs, okay? They put out the 2 projects. They got signed to Shady Records. Everyone was turned up off it. It didn't work out like it was supposed to. The group breaks up. Well, here we are now, 2022. And Royce the 5'9" and Joe Budden is tight, right? They're not happy because Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye are making this project coming out soon as a duo. And it's called The Rise and Fall of Slaughterhouse. Now, they got a project out. And people too, the artwork is interesting. The outward shit is crazy. We're talking about pig hearts. As we know, the Slaughterhouse logo was a pig, right? And comment, which Slaughterhouse project did you like the best? And also, I keep forgetting too, we got that Glass House project that's completed somewhere in a vault that we'll never get to see. It makes no sense. It's like a travesty to hip hop, the hip hop heads, all the fans. Like, we want to see that project, man. But here it is. They dropped this. They got this project coming, Joel and Crook, and the first track that they got off it is called Vacancy, and it's very interesting because in the past I can't remember who it was, but a couple of them on their solo projects, it sounded a lot like they were taking shots at other members of the group. You know, we know these guys are kind of very similar dudes. Aside from being dope MCs, they're just different kind of individuals, and at times can all kind of get in their feelings in a way. And when I say that, I'm not dissing them. You know, we all get in our feelings, but they don't get in their feelings as much as Joey. He's on a whole nother level with it. But Joel Ortiz on this Vacancy track is saying some things in his verse. Comment and let me know if y'all heard this. I'm gonna leave this in the a link in the comments. Y'all got to go check it out. But he's talking about, yo, we're the best group there ever was, but we're the best group that never was. You know, we fell off after the whole Shady thing. We never got it together. We never got our ish out there. In the video, it's like Slaughterhouse is a house, and they're taking down all the pictures of them off the wall and packing it up in a moving van, like kind of symbolic, and them kind of sharing their frustrations. I didn't listen to Crook's verse yet. And then he says some stuff out there too about, you know, something about being in the public. I'm in the public or something, and one of us is sitting on their couch hating, doing a podcast. Obviously, that's aimed at Joe Budden. And then he says something like, yo, I thought Joe retired. And he also said something about that when Joe made those comments about Eminem. And I'm paraphrasing here, guys, with all this. Kind of like that Joe's comments about M fucked it up for the rest of the group, like business that they were going to do. I don't know. It seems like Joel is getting his frustrations out. And I got to get to that Crooked Eye verse as well. Comment for those who've heard it. But, you know, when I'm saying this, I'm not trying to be like, yo, these dudes are straight beefing. But it's clear to see that, and it's interesting to me as fans, because, like I said, we've all always looked at these guys like, yo, these dudes are all dope. They're some of the best. They got signed to Shady Records. They're going to kill the game, and just nothing ever comes of it. And, you know, we see everyone kind of go their own way. We see the project completed, doesn't come out. Like, it's clear they all have deep feelings about this, and they want to put it out there in their art, probably in a therapeutic way. You know what I'm saying? Think about how much stuff we all push down inside of us and don't let it out. It'll eat you alive. You know, you got to express them feelings, especially if you're a music artist. So I don't know if the whole project is going to have this kind of feeling, but I get it. You can't let that ish eat you up. But people at Royce the 5'9" had to say, he puts out a long message. He ain't feeling it. Joe Budden comments and kind of, you know, gives it that cosign, and obviously sees that he's siding with Royce in this situation. Peep it, y'all. He says, you have 25% ownership equity in a building, let's say an apartment building. You built this building with your 3 partners, brick by brick. It's worth millions. Suddenly the value drops because it needs renovations, etc. You and your partners have been talking about when and how this work gonna get done. Y'all just need to agree on a plan of attack. Meanwhile, you and just one of the other partners receive an offer to build another building together, but with just the 2 of you, minus your other 2 partners. Yes, there's a check involved, but just one catch. You have to burn down the building you already have without informing your other 2 partners in order to do so. What you do? Would you do it? Don't think so. Me either. So he ain't feeling this. You know, this is a 4-man group basically, and 2 people reviving it, but burn it, like ripping down the old Slaughterhouse, but making their own incarnation of it. He seems to feel is very disrespectful, and it's kind of wild too. I remember in the past we saw Lupe Fiasco, who was Royce's man for a while. They had a podcast together. They fell off somewhere, you know. But Royce did shout him out recently when he was doing one of his I don't want to call rants, but when he was speaking on some things, giving out a message or whatever, he did shout out Lupe. Like, it ain't a beef like that, but somewhere they bump heads. But Lupe at one point said, yo, Joey retired. Can I join Slaughterhouse? Can we bring it back? And Royce was like, yo, listen, If we did a project, that would be something different. Slaughterhouse is all four of us, and that's what it is. And you see clearly here, it's like, no, this is like a new version of Slaughterhouse, but it's just Joel and Crook. Royce and Joey ain't feeling it. I don't know. I want to know what y'all think, as well as all these other topics we covered on. I'll put the link to this track, Vacancy. That's crazy, man. The Slaughterhouse story still has so many unanswered questions to me. You know what I mean? But thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. More content dropping every day. Y'all know what it is over here. It's J Coffee Talk. We talk music, news, sports, current events, life, and much, much more. I thank y'all for watching. And I'm gone, y'all. Peace.